In the last video, we initiated a new project using Truffle, right? So in this video, we are going to write a contract and see how to do that in Truffle project. Right. So let me just bring this down, and here you can write a contract under the contracts folder, right? Contracts folder is specifically mentioned so that you can write all your Solidity contracts in there. Right click, create a new file, and you can say whatever contract sample, let's say sample.sol. As you know, sol is the uh, extension that's given to all the Solidity files, right? So we'll create it with pragma solidity 0.6.12. I think this is the latest version that has been installed in the Truffle also, right? There is nothing different with writing a contract from Remix and Truffle, right? It's the same thing. So I'll just create a sample contract for us to write and execute and see what is happening, right? So you will say num1, right? Or let's say a, okay, and then say int b, and then say function, right, of sum. Okay, I can also take the one that we created already, so just any normal program should do here, right? So this gets both int underscore a and int underscore b as inputs, and say public, and within this you will be able to write your function, right? So here we can say not return sum is equal to underscore a plus underscore b. Okay, also I'll write another function for get sum, right? So this is going to be public view returns an integer, of course, and then we can do return sum, right? This is a normal thing, and this is how you write a function within your Truffle project. So when you write this the first time, you might not get all the color coding, and the keywords will not be in a different color and all of that. For that, what you need to do is go to VSCode extensions, which will be here, right? These three different boxes. So search for Solidity, right? So once you search for Solidity, you'll be able to see this first thing, whichever has about 202k installs and things, the maximum installations, yeah, and you can install it. Once you install it and go back to the sample.sol file, you will be able to find all the color coding that is there in the contract. Okay, so Solidity is the extension in VS Code which makes it linting, coloring, all those things possible here. Okay, so that is one thing. And now if you look at this first line, it says source file requires a different compiler version. We face the same issue in Web3 also, right? Thing is, it says the current compiler is 0.7.0, right? That has been installed in as part of the Truffle suite that we have taken, right? So ideally we have two options, just like we had in Web3. You can either change your contract that you are writing to the newer version that has been installed in Truffle, or you can change the Solidity version that we take in Truffle itself, right? I'll tell you both the methods of doing it. You decide how you want to go about it. So once I change this 0.7.0, the error should go off, right? Now it has been solved. Otherwise, if I want to create it in 0.6 only, right, there needs to be some changes that needs to be done in the truffle config.js file, right? So once you open this, you'll be able to see that this file has a lot of settings, right? But it's all commented out so that whatever you want you can use, right, that way, right? And here if you go below at the end, you'll have compilers, right? Compilers, and it will say solc, right? Solc is the compiler that we used in Web3 also. Here you can just change this version to 0.6.12, right? So this is how you can match the version that you are using in your contract versus what is the Solidity version used in Truffle while it is compiling, etc., right? So once you do this, right, it's gonna it's not so smart to understand that, right? But while you are compiling, it will compile without any problems. I'll show you while we are compiling how it is working, right? So that is how you write your first contract inside Truffle project. And remember that contracts is the folder where all your contracts of Truffle goes in. We'll see in the next video where we compile the contract.